It's the National Football League. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the turnover, here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. It's Kelsey on the ground. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Texans hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. On play action, they'll throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Murray. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 3 yards remain for second down. To throw is Murray. And his pass incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Forced out to his left.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Zach Ertz has it complete.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start with a Florida-Georgia battle. Jacksonville heading north to take on Atlanta. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected. All tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 13. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing now is Murray. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out, 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the right side, it's Kelsey. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray escape. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Murray. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run for it with Montgomery. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Texans, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves